So today's topic is, can you have more than one passion in life? I think I have two. Number one is travel. I love to do it. I love to talk about it. I love learning about different places. I look at places and airplane tickets and all this all day long to figure out like where my next vacation would be. And I don't necessarily need it to be like this ridiculous, extravagant location. Like, I honestly believe, I think for me, I need to spend more time exploring my own country because there's a lot of beauty here. But anyways, that's beside the point. So that's one of my passions. This has been a part of my DNA since I was very, very little. Second passion is I love to serve people and I love to help others. And I love, like, I'm trying to think of the right word. I guess, like, I have the gift of servitude and hospitality. And so I'm looking at different options right now, career-wise, and how I can kind of like make the two come together. But until that happens, I'm still exploring both, I guess, independent of each other, even though you could totally put them together. I'm not sure how to do that just yet. So I'm just starting, I'm just basically starting the process. Sorry, there's something in my eye. I need to get it out. So I am a nurse by trade and I do love it, but I don't want to be in the hospital anymore. Like, I just don't like the hours. They're not family friendly. I have a family now and I want to spend as much time with them as possible. And like anybody who's a nurse knows that you sacrifice your weekends, your holidays, basically any other time that you don't really want to work. And nurses, healthcare professionals have to, like, you don't have a choice. And it's, I don't know, as I've gotten older, like, that's just gotten really old to me. And I've been blessed to be in a position where I don't have to put myself in that any longer. So I'm trying to now come up with ways to really do what I want to, like, really what I want to do. And I hope this isn't coming from like I'm just processing this as I'm talking about it. Like, I want to have a career, I want to have a family, and I want to do it on my terms. And I don't feel like that now, especially in the age that you live in, I don't feel like that's such an impossible feat. And I always want to be smart about like how I go about this. Like, I don't, at my age, I'm in my mid-30s, I just don't believe in being reckless with my financial and career choices anymore. I think you can take risk and not be reckless. So that's where I'm at right now. So I really want a career in travel. So, and I don't know how to break into the travel industry. Like, I am starting from the bottom. So I'm just leaving this in God's hands, that things will come into fruition. I'm not in a rush, and I don't want to rush things so hastily. So yeah, like, I like both of those things that I mentioned, and my dream job would be to have those two things come together. Like, I really do feel like one of these years I would become a missionary. And let me just be very clear, I don't believe in what's that term, poverty tourism. Like, this is not that. Like, I'm not going to developing countries that are in dire need of lots of things and taking selfies with them. Like, I don't want to do that. I legitimately want, and that doesn't, yeah, anyways, and yes, I want to be, I have the spirit of serving, and that's one of my dreams one day, is to be a missionary. And that doesn't have to be outside the States. That doesn't have to be outside the States. There's plenty of work that needs to be done within the States, within your own city. You can be a missionary in your own city. So that's where I am at right now, and I would be interested to hear from others about like what what are your passions, and have you been successful, and making those dreams come into fruition. Yes, that's where I'm at right now. I mean, I do love being a nurse, but I just cannot, and I'm not above what I'm about to say, but I just cannot see myself going back to bedside. It's hard work, and it's long work. The days are long, and you just sacrifice so much of your time, your body, your money, and I don't know if it's necessarily like worth it anymore. So I'm just curious on what your thoughts are.